Students can learn to write equations, but really not understand what they mean. They follow the steps, they get the right answers, but the symbols and values really don't have any meaning to them. In this next video, I'm going to show you how we can bridge the gap between story and equation using representations. Stay tuned. I am Julie Russo, creator of Structures of Equality, where we're making sense of math stories. When students are first introduced to math stories, oftentimes they're presented like this. Julie has 2 stickers, her teacher gives her 1 more sticker. How many stickers does Julie have now? So students might think about this as a procedure that they have to follow, where they're pulling out the 2, they're pulling out their 1, they're plugging it into an equation. It's number plus number equals number, and that equal sign acts more as an answer goes here symbol, not really understanding what all of that means. So when they are introduced to a story like this, Samuel and Tiki have 56 baseball cards, Tiki has 21 cards. How many does Samuel have? They think procedurally, and so they might write 56 plus 21 equals, answer goes here, 77. They're reading the story and they're writing the equation from left to right as the story is presented. 56 comes first, then 21 must be equal sign, answer goes next. So they're following a pattern that they've been taught without really understanding the relationship occurring. That's why modeling is so important. So when a student models that relationship, when they're taught to model that relationship, they'll see that that story actually describes 2 parts coming together to form a total, with one of the parts as the unknown. So you can see in that drawing, the total bar, the student wrote 56 baseball cards. 21 cards. Now I would encourage that person, that student, to write Tiki in parentheses as the descriptor, equals an unknown amount of cards. They have that question mark there. So they've drawn that model, and then you can see next to that model, they have an equation that aligns with the model. We have 56, and they chose to subtract 21, which is the cards that Tiki has, to figure out the number of cards that Samuel has. So they were able to see the relationship occurring in the story, draw the parts equal total structure of equality, and then connect it to their equation. Every time a student draws a representation or an equation, we always want them to be able to connect it back to the story. So it's not just random numbers and random symbols. Those symbols and numbers have meaning, and that meaning is connected to the story. In this story, the 56 represents the total number of cards that both the boys had. The 21 represents the number of cards that Tiki has, and the unknown represents the number of cards that Samuel has. So it's super important for the students to be able to do that. We want them to rely less on procedures and steps and more on logic and reasoning.